Before you watch this Jnews, I just wanted to point out that there is some extra interesting footage at the end of the video. And even if you're not interested in Jnews, but you are interested in Japan, it's a pretty interesting little clip, and it's New Year's related, just like the video. So stick around until the end. And if you like my videos, that's really what you can do to help me every time. I always ask for support in some way. Stick around to the end of the videos. If not just me, but any YouTuber whose videos you enjoy, stick around to the end. That's the way. I like it. Okay.
Nihon News Time e yokoso.
Okay, welcome back to another Jnews. As I promised last year, I'm going to do my best to do as many of these as I can. These are mostly educational. You will learn something about Japanese news, and you'll learn some language as well. If you'd like to support these videos or just encourage me, you can do so by going over to the Patreon link in the description, or just writing, just saying thank you in the comments. Just tell me that you appreciate these. They don't get a lot of views. Ironically, I mean, I'll be honest with you, YouTube, for some reason, the CPM, if you know anything about that, is quite a bit higher on these because people actually pay attention to them. So if you're one of those people and you're watching all the way to the end, that's also helpful, and I do appreciate that. But anyway, today's short one is actually about the leap second. Now, I remember hearing about this on Last Week Tonight. John Oliver, one of my favorite political comedians, period. He actually made a homepage called Spend Your Leap Second Here, and it's .com. And you press it here, you can see it to my right, to your left. There it is, and it changes every time. And this one is getting into a fight with Mariah Carey's cat during the taping of Mariah Carey's episode of Cribs. I didn't know this was even a show. This has been your leap second. So, and I have a horrible code. Cold. So, you're doubly welcome for making these. Anyway, and the news article today also comes from ANN News CH. By the way, in ANN News CH, in Japan, they don't really understand, or they don't seem to. A lot of people don't seem to understand fair use. And this channel, I've tried to use just a tiny clip, from this channel in the past, and when I upload the video, it gets hit with a copyright strike. No, not a copyright strike. Yes, a copyright strike. Actually, but it's strange. It's the last one, they just blocked it everywhere, like all over the world. But they didn't erase the video, but they blocked it everywhere. So it's still private for me, but it's blocked everywhere. So really strange. Anyway, so I'm not going to show their video in this video because it's too much of a pain in the neck. But I want to talk about this. It's something interesting. It's something I did not know. One reason I like doing these videos is because I pick up a little bit of Japanese myself. This is a word that you probably won't come across. Or I probably learned it and forgot it because that's the way this works. It's uruu bio, and uruu is leap, as in leap year, leap second, leap day even. And if you look it up, you'll find these different variations. But as you saw in the previous clip, apparently it was added in America in June. Back in June, was that June? Let me see. Atomic clocks will waste it on June 30th. But in Japan, they added it at 8:59 p.m. Oh, a.m. Sorry, a.m. On January 1st, I guess. Yes, and they added it. So you can see the time here. It says 8 right here. Can you see that right there? It says 8 p.m. 59 minutes and 60 seconds, right? So they added it there somewhere. It's pretty weird. 1 second was added there. Anyway, so there's some good language to pick up here, though. Oh, hold on. What was it? Anything else to talk about that? Uruu. Yeah, there is kanji for it, but we don't really use it. We usually use hiragana. Here it is. Uruu秒で ganjitsu 1秒 nagaku. So nagaku, of course, means long. That's the adverb. Nagai is long. Byou is second. So ichibyo, 1 second longer. And ganjitsu, this is an interesting word. This is the first day of January. I'm sorry. The first day of the year, which is January 1st, right? So it's January 1st. It's a special word. So Japanese, for the Japanese, the New Year's is a very special holiday, and they have special language to represent that. So the leap year was added on the 1st of January. They by lengthening it, or the 1st of January was lengthened 1 second at this particular time. And there's the video link there. These are in the description, by the way, and I do encourage you to go over there and listen again and again, because listening is such a difficult thing to improve. The only way you can really do it is by listening to the same thing like 10 times, and I'm not kidding, 10 times. And you'll pick up more and more things. Anyway, so uruu秒 is leap second. Damn it. Sorry. Horrible cold. Uruu doshi is something you'll probably see more often, because that happens more often, of course, every 4 years. Uruu doshi is leap year, right? Uruu doshi. And because of uruu doshi, so because of the leap second, these particles in Japan can change the meaning depending on the context. Sometimes de is at. So because of the uruu byou, the ganjitsu became 1 second longer at 8:59 and 60 seconds. Let's see. Now, another word I want you to know, which is actually much more useful. We have ganjitsu is the first day of January, and then gantan, which is the morning of January 1st. Gantan, also a word you will hear quite a bit on January 1st. So, ichibyo nagaku is 1 second longer, and of course, how do you read this? Hachi gojuukyuu fun, roku byou. You can tell I have a cold. I'm having trouble even reading, even though there's English there. So, and they implemented this right before 9 a.m. So right at that section. So I thought, what is the point? What's the point of this lesson unless you can use it, right? So I thought for you, I made a special question that you can ask your Japanese friends, or if you want to, you can actually type this out. If you want to troll people, type this out on other people's videos. Kotoshi no uruu秒をどう過ごしましたか? How did you? Because it's over, right? How did you spend? The English is wrong. How did you spend your leap second? 今年のうるう秒をどう過ごしましたか? 今年, this year. No, possessive, like apostrophe S. This year's うるう秒, leap second, or indicates what the verb will act on. どう, how. どう過ごしましたか? Spent. How was it spent? So how did you spend your leap second? So there's a fun question you can ask your Japanese friends. And that's your lesson for today. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. And like I said, if you like these, please support them in any way you can. You know what to do. That's all for now. And I'll talk to you guys soon. See you in the next video. I'm going to make a few of these. I'm going to try, like I said, I'm going to try to do as many of these educational, providing real content to you. And I got another one coming up right in a few seconds, so go and watch that one. The next one is about very dangerous thing in Japan called mochi. So go check that out.
One of the things a lot of people won't get is how in Japan you have all the alcohol here sold, lots of different alcohol, wines and champagne and bubblies. And right next to that, we have the kid alcohol. And this actually says kodomo no nomimono, or children's alcohol. Sparkling red. And this one, if you like this one, it says sangaria, and it's kodomo no nomimono. And it's basically beer for kids. Full of vitamins. It even says vitamin C, a lot of vitamin C. And calcium and vitamin C. I guess this is non-alcoholic stuff over on this side. White wine. I can't even tell if this has got alcohol in there or not. Maybe not. Sweet and sparkling Chamari white. I can't even tell. I guess this is a non-alcoholic side, but I would have to check if I bought anything on this side. Probably non-alcoholic. Yeah, look at that, yeah. Non-alcoholic. Oh yeah. Yoiko no. And it says, Yoiko is like good child. A good child drink. Yay. There we go. Only in Japan.